Hi everybody, it's Monday night, so 8 p.m. Eastern, so that means it's time for Stampin' with Denise. Did everybody have a nice weekend? Those of you that celebrate Easter, I hope you had a nice weekend. Okay, let's see here, I'm trying to pull up. Let's give a minute here for everybody to get on. And we will get started. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I've been working on, separating out my stamp sets that are going to stay and my stamp sets that I'm going to keep. So I've got 30 stamp sets that are carrying over, and I have 40 that are retiring. So it's part of it, but that's okay. There's lots of cool stuff coming in the new catalog. If you're watching this, don't forget to share my video and comment below the video that you shared so that you get a chance to win the card I'm working on tonight. And while we get started, I know last week I showed you some of the new things I received at On Stage, but I totally forgot to show you the make and takes that we made at On Stage with new products, and I forgot to share my swaps with you, so I thought I'd take a minute and do that. I'm going to point the camera down here, I'm going to move it, and we will get started with that. And while I'm doing that, I want to tell Cynthia Gallegos that she won from last week, so I'll be sending out last week's card to her. So yay. Okay, so I thought we'll start out showing you some of the swaps from On Stage. I received this one. I don't own this stamp set, but I do know that it's retiring, and I really like this. So now that I've seen this, I kind of like it. I wish it was staying around, but anyway, okay. I know this stamp set, it's dandelion something or other is staying, and the punch for the butterflies are staying. Let's see, are there names on these? This one's from Kathy Schufler in Greenville, Tennessee, and this one doesn't have a name on it. So I was down in North Carolina, so I imagine a number of these will be from people who live in the South. This is from Carla Goodlace, and it uses the Artistic Impressions. It's not a stamp set that I have, but you know what? I've had my eye on it for a long time, so I think that I'm going to have to finally purchase that. I do like that stamp set. Better late than never. This one is from Nancy Murphy and Sarah Mirth. They must work together in their business. This is Rooted in Nature. I know it's carrying over. It's one that I don't have. I'm not particularly fond of it, but I do see some very pretty cards made with it. This was Barbara Wisely. I don't remember what this stamp and die set is called, but I know it's carrying over because it's kind of on the list. I've got a list of bundles that are retiring, and of stuff I'm kind of interested in, so I'm trying to decide if I'm going to get them or not. And that's one of them on my list because I've seen some really pretty things done with that stamp set. This uses the daisies. That's from Sheila Granger. This one was really pretty, from Catherine Keese. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. And I love how she used the foil in the embossing folder to give it that great texture. I know you get a little bit of glare off the plastic envelopes that they're in, but I think that's really pretty. I'm going to have to do that here very, very soon. This is from Annie Dorman, and she actually is from here in Michigan, and that was her card. Here's another one that uses the dandelion set. This uses the vase set. This is from Denise Gardner out of Flat Rock, North Carolina. It's not varied vases, but it coordinates with that punch. But it's from the Occasions catalog, and I do know that it's carrying over. This is the little elephant. I think that one's carrying over. I think that's really cute. Wild About You. And I don't see a name. It may be on the inside. This one's from Charity Wright out of Huntsville, Alabama. And I have the stamp set. I never did buy the dies, the puzzle dies, but I do like that card. That's a nice one. This is the Humming Along set, Jennifer Nuevo from Lexington, South Carolina. And y'all know I have that one because I used it in one of my videos. And this one's from Marilyn Sikorsky. I don't know where she's from, but I know that this is carrying over. The teapots are carrying over. Of course, the frame there, the stitched framelet's carrying over. That embossing folder, that's out of the Occasions catalog, it's carrying over, and I do believe this ribbon's carrying over. So that would be a very easy one to recreate. So I thought I'd share those with you. And let me get when we go on stage, we get the opportunity to use some new product and make some cards. And I know that I'm going to mess up the names of the suites that these came from, so let me see if I can find it here. Okay. Okay, this one is from, I really like this. This is the Perennial Essence Suite. I love this paper here. It was a, what they told us at on stage was that the artist actually went to the museum and looked at the Impressionists flowers and created it from that. So I thought that was really very pretty. These cool little embellishments, these little fuzzy flower centers. And this is on vellum. This is Flirty Flamingo on pink vellum. This suite has 3 colors of colored vellum. One looks like maybe it's an old olive, and then there's this light pink, and then there's something else that looks maybe like it's a vanilla. I'd have to open up the catalog. I'm looking at something else. But anyway, I thought that was very pretty. I liked that card. Okay. Okay, this one's from the Come Sail Away suite. And it has some great designer series paper with it. It's great for making masculine cards. I especially like the, they're called Sail Away trinkets. And that's one thing Stampin' Up! Does. I love their little trinkets and little embellishments that they make. So, let hope be your anchor through the storm of life. So, I'm not much for nautical, but I do like that one. Okay. Let's see. These next two cards, I actually ordered these suites of product, and I think they're supposed to be here either tomorrow or Wednesday. This is called Bird Ballads Suite, and the stamp set is free as a bird. It says, "The world needs more of you." The paper's just gorgeous. The fronts, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different designs that have birds on the front, and then more of a solid design on the back, if that makes sense. And then one's got feathers on it, and another one has just all flowers. But I thought that was so pretty. And then I also ordered this suite of product, and it is called Follow Your Art Suite. The stamp set is, it starts with art. I think I showed you that last week when I was showing you the stamp sets that I received. And I really like that. I like the colors in it. I very much like bright, bold, fun colors. So I thought I'd share you those. I couldn't believe last week I got off and didn't show you them. Oh, and I'm going to show you one more thing. You're probably familiar with Paper Pumpkin. It's our subscription service. It's $20 a month. And in May, this is one of the cards you'll make in May. And this particular stamp set is great because it was inspired by Shelley. A couple years ago, you may remember that Sarah designed this paper pumpkin kit, and I loved that one. Well, anyway, this one is Shelley, and it's much like, this is an example of what's in that kit. So you have till by the 10th of May to subscribe to the monthly paper pumpkin. So if you're watching, please give me a comment and let me know that you're watching. Okay, so wasn't sure what I was going to work on tonight, and I saw this fun fold card on Facebook, so I thought I would share it and we'd put one together. It's really pretty easy. Isn't that nice? And it just kind of tucks the corner under there to stay in. And I decided to use this stamp set since it's going to be retiring. And hi Leanne, thank you for watching. So I thought I'd go through and show you real quick. It was really simple. It was really, really very simple to do, and all the measurements will be at the end of the video. Okay, so I chose, we're gonna do Balmy Blue, and this piece of cardstock is 4.5 by 8, and you score it at 5.5, and that's to fold it over. I guess it's gonna go like that. Okay, very good. Then let's see, the piece for the inside of your card that you're going to stamp on is 2.5 by 4. You just need a small strip of Whisper White to put your sentiment on. You have a square piece of Whisper White that's 3 by 3. You have a piece of Whisper White that's 2 by 2. You have one of whatever your base color is, and this one's 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. It's going to go right on there, so I guess I might as well do that one because there's no stamping on that. Do that right now. There we go. This corner piece is a 3 by 3 inch square. I embossed it, and then you cut it in half diagonal. And for this one, I decided to use the quilt top embossing folder because I figured that we're using the needle and thread stamp set, which is retiring. And so I thought, well, the quilt top would go well with it. We'll stay with the theme. So I cut a 3-inch square piece of paper, embossed it, and cut it in half, and actually the other half I used on my sample card. So, and then we have a piece of designer series paper that's 1 inch by 4 inches. So while I'm here, I guess I'll go ahead and put this one on too. Appreciate when you share my video. That does help get my videos out and help my small business. Okay. I guess I'm going to stamp the inside first. I stamped the sentiments both on the inside and the outside with Tranquil Tide. And you know, you always want to stamp first, because if you screw it up, you can always flip it over, can't you? So, let me see. Yeah, I'm going to put that kind of, and it says sending happiness and love. Bingo. Okay, very good. And while we're here, I think I'll also go ahead and do the sentiment. Let me get a little piece of scratch paper here so that I don't get ink on my my little piece of mat. Here, let's fold this in half. So we're just going to put friend on it. Oops, don't like that one, so we're going to flip that over. Let's see here. That's better. Okay. And then, you know, this is just a longer piece, and then we're just going to snip, snip, snip. There we go. I know it goes off a little bit, but I'm okay with that. I suppose I could have made it just a little bit wider, but... Okay, so now we're all done with the Tranquil Tide, and that's one of our retiring in colors. We've got some new ones. I'm so excited for my new toys to arrive this week. Like I said, I think they're arriving Wednesday. I had a message from UPS today that they were going to actually, they were changing the delivery date, and at first I thought it was going to be later, and then I realized actually it's coming a day earlier, so that's always good. Let's see. Okay. Let's put, this is one of our distinctive stamps where you actually can almost see, whoops, that's not good. Where you can almost see the stitches on it. So we'll flip it over and we'll try this again. There's something on my stamp, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I got that line and I don't know why. Okay. Okay, folks, hang on just a second. Let me go get another piece real quick. I'll be right back. Sorry for that. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't know what's on my stamp. Sometimes you get bubbles or something under it, but I didn't even take it off after I used it, so I know before. So let's see. I'm gonna just do a test one again. But I do like how you can see the threads on that. Let's see. Where's my piece of scratch paper I had? Let's see what's up. There, that's better. Sometimes you get an air bubble under there and you just have to take the stamp off and reapply it. So let's see. Let's use that one right there. I think it's time to change the blade on my paper trimmer, as it is just about starting to get a little raggedy there. There we go, bingo. Now we're good. And this color was Highland Heather. And like I said, all the directions and everything will be in the description. So, okay. And we're going to put that right in the center there. I think we're done stamping. So, some of you I know were very busy on Facebook and that, and looking at some of the new product. Has anyone found anything that they just can't live without? Any new favorites? I have a couple I'm really excited about. Okay, so now I'm going to attach this corner piece, and for that, let me move that. I'm going to use some dimensionals. Now we're going to hope these dimensionals are working. These were from the Paper Pumpkin kit that recently they had some quality issues with the, yeah, I'm having trouble with these, with the dimensionals. So let's get some new ones out of here, rather than messing with those. Where is my, boy oh boy, one of those Mondays. Okay. We'll try these little ones here. I'll see if these are better. I'm not sure where these little ones came from. So I'm just putting them in the three corners. You could put, alternately, if you didn't have the little ones, I would put half of one of the larger ones on it. There we go, that looks like it. Yeah, they had the dimensionals that come in the paper pumpkin, they were having some quality issues, and the little sticky surface wasn't staying on the foam. So, okay, so we're just going to put this in this top corner right here. Oops. Tell you guys, it's really nice here in Michigan. We're up in the 70s today. It's the warmest day we've had all year, and it is nice, let me tell you, after the winter we had. So what we're going to do is we're going to place this on here, just right about like that, probably. So I'm going to put some adhesive down the side right here. Perfect. Where's my friend? And whenever you're looking for what colors to put on a card, if you're using designer series paper, I always look to the designer series paper for that, for other colors to use. Now this was supposed to have the Highland Heather in it, although this piece that I cut doesn't really have much of it in there, but it does have the Tranquil tide and the Balmy Blue. So I'm just going to put that right about like so. Yep. So my dog is very happy that spring is here. I've got a little Boston Terrier, and she doesn't stay outside very long in the snow, in the cold. So we're going to put this in here. I just kind of want to make sure that it's behind my other piece here. Let's see. I think that'll work. Just like that. Very good. Well, if you're local to me, and there you go, there's a card, and isn't that fun? Kind of a fun fold, and you just tuck that end in there, and there you go. Fits in one of our standard size envelopes. If you're local to me here in Michigan, I've got a class this Saturday, so if you're interested in coming, let me know. If you don't have a demonstrator and you're in the U.S., I'll be glad to send you one of the new catalogs when they come out. As I said, please remember to share my video and comment below that you shared, so that you get a chance, and if you win, if your name's chosen, I will send you this card. And I'm not sure I have anything else right now, so I hope everybody has a great week, and I will see you next Monday for Stamping with Denise. Everybody take care now. Have a great evening, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Bye now.